Hi everyone, this video is going to cover the top 5 things R&D specialists should be doing to maximise your claim. So let's see what it takes to be one of the good guys. Number 1, education. Now, we as consumers depend on good information when buying anything, and that's no different when it comes to an R&D claim. And we want to make sure that it's modern, so we want to make sure there's a good mix of written information about the topic as well as video content. And that's why my advice, if you're a claimant, is to look for a specialist that operates in that way. This is going to show that they're modern, they're relevant, they're up to date, because let's face it, we're talking about tax here, not Disneyland. Now let's look at the wider industry. Now every R&D provider wants to be seen as a market leader. That's pretty obvious. But in my 5 years experience in this market, I found that they all pitch themselves using the same phrase: we're the leading specialist in the R&D market. So if everyone's the best, well, how do you tell anyone apart then, except from the price tag they come with? My advice here is look for specialists that are willing to talk about the good stuff and the bad stuff, because this builds more than just a new relationship, it builds trust. Which brings me nicely onto point 2. Point number 2, being open about investigations. Now, you probably won't hear many specialists talk about this subject, and here's the problem with that. In my experience working with companies over a range of industries, the number one reason that would stop a company making a claim is the fear of investigation. Now, don't get me wrong, the R&D scheme has received a hefty amount of abuse over the last 2 years. There's confusion over the rules and the changes, there's panic in the market now, HMRC's response to a lot of things is a bit questionable, so no wonder people are bloody scared. Now more than ever, people in the R&D space need reassurance that claiming R&D is still a completely worthwhile and rewarding experience, as long as you do it right. Now, if you're with one of the good guys, not only will they talk about investigations, but during your tax consultation, they will do 2 things for you. First of all, they will challenge you to make sure that they reduce the risk of being investigated. So the whole way through your journey, they'll be playing devil's advocate. And the second thing they'll do for you is they will help you become as prepared as possible in the event that HMRC ever pulled your claim at random. An R&D leader will not shy away from those topics, they'll embrace them. So keep an eye out. Number 3, understanding legislation updates. I think we can all agree on one thing here, and that is that tax is messy. So it really is down to your R&D provider to basically take all of the complicated jargon that comes out of HMRC documents and condense it and put it into simpler terms for a claimant. Now, if they're successful in doing this, it means that not only are you going to enjoy the journey more, it also means that they've managed to streamline their internal processes, and it just makes the claim journey smoother for everyone. With the changes that have come into play from April this year, this topic is not to be ignored. So if you don't feel you're getting kept up to date well enough, might be time to consider a change. Number 4, don't get comfortable. Look out for complacency. If your R&D provider is not asking you things about industry challenges, goals, legislation impacts, gaps in the market, failed projects, then they're not doing enough to maximise the conversation. A good specialist will make sure that you're feeling challenged and pushed to help you get the most out of the experience. Point 5, maximising client experience. Now, I like finishing on this subject because an R&D specialist is there to basically reduce your corporation tax bill or get you a cash credit back into your company. But what if they could do more than that? What if they could introduce you to services that are going to get you more money? Or complementary services that help you solve a problem that you're working on with your upcoming project? In this day and age, it's not really suitable anymore for an R&D specialist to simply give you advice on just that topic. Yes, that will be their bread and butter, but with the amount of competition out there, they really need to be offering you more. So have a look out for that, and if you're not getting that level of expertise, there's plenty more R&D fish in the sea. You just gotta start swimming. So there you are, 5 tips on what a good R&D provider should be doing to maximise your claim in 2023. If you've enjoyed this video, I have a whole heap more on my YouTube channel and my website, innovationinsights.uk, and I'm constantly looking for more topics and questions to answer. So if you've got anything you want to share or you want me to openly talk about, pop it in the comment box below. Have a good day.